The chapters, um, there are photos now too, like for eclipse. There's the
Oh, gorgeous.
yeah,
That's
like kind of
gorgeous.
the words are all the same.
Beautiful. I love that. Thank you for sharing that. And the girl of few words says, I can't decide what is more beautiful, her brain or her heart. Both.
Oh,
Both
that is
though.
literally the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me.
I'm pinning it so we can look at it. All right. Um, would you like to maybe read something like either introduce the book or I could read something as well? We could take turns.
Yeah,
Or yes?
I'll and then if you want, you can read first. That way, if there's, I have like the ones written down that I kind of wanted to hit
Oh,
on
I
you,
cannot wait.
but
Cannot wait.
sure that we're not like repeating. So I have a couple extras, like just in case.
Same. I have a
There's,
shit ton.
I'm sure there's always a plan B, C, D, E, and F.
Always.
Okay. So this is the book. That's nice.
Beautiful.
Before I even knew the title, the damn title didn't happen till the 11th hour because I kept fucking retitling it. But I always knew that I wanted it to look like this. It's a wraparound cover. For the record, I'm a space nerd, and this is a NASA telescope image. So I always thought that was cool. I wanted it to be pretty, like something you could display and leave out that, you know, people would want to pick up and read. So
It's
yeah.
so soft, by the way, too. Like I would like cuddle with this book. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I would cuddle the fuck out of this book.
Yeah. Anybody, if you ever do a book of your own, do not pick a glossy cover. Always get a matte cover. They just feel nice in your hands, right?
Yes, it does.
You're saying hi to your neighbors.
Always. I don't fuck around with that.
Are you that
You
person?
never know. Oh, hell yeah. I'll like nod at you. I'll do this. I'll say something new. But if you look at me in my eyes, you see my soul. I promise you. You'll see my soul.
Introvert. Okay. Well, better you than me.
I'll do it for both of us. Hey.
Okay. So the whole book is a journey through love, romantic love in general. And it starts with sort of like the honeymoon phase, you know, when things are great and, you know, you're just getting started and you're just getting to know somebody. It's all like the warm fuzzies and the good stuff. Supernova is the second section. Just what the title means. That's the passion section. We'll call it that. It's very short, but
it is. I'm like,
the one I read yesterday is in that section. It's for the record, I'm shooting myself about putting that in there because now that section prevents me from sharing this book with the kids that I teach. So I think I'm gonna do you know, I think I'm gonna do a separate version of it that's like classroom appropriate so that
I love that.
Yeah. I didn't think like shit I didn't think about first time. Didn't know what I was doing. There you go. The third one is most of the book. Like most of it, the biggest chunk, black hole, which is like annihilating experience of a love just ending, and what it feels like. And I think, you know, even if you've been with somebody for many, many years, as soon as it's over, I mean, you feel like you never climb out of that. It's so pervasive and you get so stuck in it. It just feels like a hole that you'll never be able to climb out of. And right? The aftermath is so crazy that I wanted that to be most of it. Because number one, I think that I write pain better than I write happy.
Every poet ever.
I feel like I can make pain sound prettier than I
do.
Can, you know. And then the last section is also very small. And the title of my next book and the theme of it is one of those pieces. So I'll read that.
Oh, yeah.
But the last part is when, you know, the clouds lift a little bit and you start to kind of come back to yourself a little bit and you start to kind of feel like things are possible again. And, you know, you're not stuck in such a stagnant lull, I guess. So it's really like a beginning to end.
Oh, so much hype. So much hype. Let's do this. I'm so excited.
You want to, you can go ahead, read first then.
Yes. Did you want to, was one of your poems that you want to read from the book, the intro? Because I wanted to really do that.
No, you can, no, it's not. Go ahead. I only picked one from the first section.
Fuck.
Go ahead.
When I was young, I could never fathom people claiming that the universe is infinite and wide until I saw it for myself in the depths of your eyes. One word, just one. In it, absolute everything. Love alters our chemical makeup. It changes the course of our lives. It colors the fabric of who we are. It permeates us. In this, we experience cosmosis. Love in all its twists and turns, is both our reason for breathing and the reason behind our breathless moments. It spellbinds and it unwinds. It gives and it takes away. It renews and it exhausts. This collection is dedicated to the greatest human experience. May you lose and find yourself between the lines. Love. What an intro. Fuck! What
Can
an
you
intro.
narrate my life?
What?
Is that a thing? Can you be my personal Morgan Freeman? You just narrate my whole life?
I would
could
love
just
to, yes.
forever.
Say less. Say less. That's not the best way to start off a fucking poetry book. That's not the seriously. Like right there, the opening cinematics. Perfect. Gorgeous. I love that you said in the depths. Oh my god! Until I saw it in the depths of your eyes. Oh my god! You're a killer. You're so good. Fuck! You captivated me there. And let's keep trading. Let's do trades. I'll trade you a poem for a poem.
That's fine. My only one from the first section.
Yes.
I don't like it. It's just not my favorite. Is probably the longest one there, and they're not. I can be a little bit long-winded, but my work is usually. I'm not a micro poet, but they don't go on forever. It's usually very like digestible, kind of like a happy medium.
Yes.
This is the last addition to this book. Literally before I hit send on the manuscript, I had just put this one in because I had just finished it. Much. It had to go in there. And I don't know if you guys can see, but I really like when I write, I like to play with formatting.
It's fucking beautiful.
And I do that because I feel like, when you're not relying on visuals, which is how my Instagram, was set up. It was always, a photo or a background that sort of fit the piece. I use the formatting to help tell the story. This one is called Eternal Spring, and it is, in my love for you, I birthed the moon. I kissed suns. I hung galaxies, and I stirred stars from a shaker of the salt of the earth, acre by acre, tending us. I spoke worlds of your eyes and of the strands of bluegrass shoots inside. With each brush of your hand on mine, spring feels imminent and poems rhyme. New life grows from each pore of my seeded surface, wildflower meadows chasing the spent earth, remade new, whole. Rain-soaked silk tourniquet stemming the hurt. A yellow bruise perfect, when fought for, worth it. Suspended together, divinely tethered to tilled fields within us. Two, but one.
What are you doing? What are you doing, Stephanie? What are you doing over here? You just have a way with words. I'm so glad you're a poet. Like, I'm so grateful that you recognize that within yourself and you're doing this. And you did it. Thank you.
Thanks.
Fuck. Stephanie, teach me, master, says Ayush.
You need to just follow me around in life, honestly.
I'll hype the fuck out of you up. This one coming up next. Stephanie, I didn't know if we wanted to have like I said, 3 poems each, right? But I don't want to say the whole book, so I'll do like one from each kind of section, obviously, right?
Yeah.
Don't want to fucking milk the fuck out of that, but I like this one because it has like the imagery that you were speaking of, and I just love the way you. I don't know if you saw it. I didn't mean to take it away.
Look at it, which one it is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, actually, it's funny. That one that was really popular on
I love it.
Instagram.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. When I'm looking on my, because I promoted that one too. What is it like?
Page 11.
Looking at. I'm looking at it now.
Oh yeah, Yellow Bruise.
27,000 likes. So people like that one.
Holy shit. Okay. I didn't know that. This is just what I fuck with. You know what I mean?
You know what? This is the tiniest little poem, and I wrote it in like less than a minute.
Hilarious.
And sometimes things just come out right.
It does. Yeah. It just. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Stephanie Breyer says, I am surely spellbound by the stars in your eyes that shoot down and fall when you gaze into mine. You look like the rest of my life and the end of goodbye. You're a romantic. God, I feel like I'm learning. God,
Nobody believes me
you're
though.
fucking romantic.
Dark.
You're a romantic.
Yeah.
You look like the rest of my life and the end of goodbye. And you quoted goodbye. What's up, brother? Oh my God. It's definitely beautiful. Okay.
Thank
Move,
you.
move it on, because I'll literally sit in that forever. Jesus. Yes.
Yeah. Feel good one. Like it
Mm.
just feels like a warm blanket. I actually really like that one too, and I'm like hypercritical of everything
I
I do.
love that.
But yeah,
Self-love, though. Self-love.
yeah. Oh my God, can I tell you really quick funny detail, kind of for
Please.
everybody? I I write, like I said, I write pain way better than I do, the good stuff, right? So a lot of what I write is about, a lot of mental health issues because I have
Oh.
anxiety disorder and I'm a reformed cutter, and I write a lot, about that stuff
Mm.
too. But I write a lot about heartbreak, and I at one point had people who know me, who have known me for years, messaging me, "Are you okay? Are you getting divorced? Is your marriage on?" I'm like, settle the fuck down. Everything's fine. It's creative writing. Not every single thing I write is about my present situation.
Yes, this is
It's all,
important.
everyone assumes that I'm this like miserable curmudgeon of a person who like hates love. That's so not true. It's just that's what I'm.
At the end of the day, like, we aren't our, like, my belief is, or my feeling is that we aren't our poetry. It's just an expression of how, like, we either feel our humanity, right?
Aren't our poetry. I love that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the truth of it, because Stephanie, you're a remarkable being in itself. You don't need anything else. Like, you're just perfect. You're in every way that you are, and I think that goes for everybody as well. So it's like, once we have that separation, that's why I love poetry so much, because
Yeah.
it creates that separation. And like that face you made of like, that's not, you know what I mean? Like, you looked at them like, yeah, that's what I wrote, but that's not, you know what I
Hmm.
mean? And that's something I think a lot of writers and poets will say deal with or experience a lot outside of like the community. So I
Yeah.
love that you brought that up. So thank you for just reiterating that.
Yeah. I mean, it's an extension of us. It's not. It doesn't become us. And even my mom, who's this one?
Mama.
Settle down, lady. It's not about anybody. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Trust me, I know this one.
it drives me crazy, but like it is what it is. If
Hmm.
I felt like if I'm gonna put myself out there, I'm putting myself out there. So I use my name is there, my page is public, anybody can find it. I don't hide this side of my life, and I thought I would want to at one point,
Same.
but like if I'm gonna do this, I have to just fucking do it, like do it the right way.
Yes.
But it does get annoying when people assume.
And that be part of life, in the sense of like, people sometimes, the external environment we cannot control, from my experience, right?
Right.
I cannot. But what I can do is like, and I could hear it too in your voice, like, I can control how I could choose how I react, right? Or how I move forward. And you did that. I think you portrayed that very well in your description of when 2018 happened, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like like like, I love, this is the one part that really hit me hard, was at certain point you recognize that I want to move forward, or whatever it may be, whatever that light at the end of the tunnel, whatever that was for you. I truly feel we all have that moment in life, and I'm so glad that you chose
We
to move forward, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's like that big aha defining moment. I don't know, maybe Andy is. I don't know. I don't know if anybody in here is a parent, but I have a daughter who just
A
turned
lot
5,
of parents here.
and yeah, and that's really it. I mean, I have a rocky mental health past, and I know darkness very well, much better than I wish I did. But
Yes.
at this point, uh, I can't like I'm needed now in a different way. So a lot of times laying in bed, I had to physically be dragged, out of bed at the worst of it. And
I feel
it's
you.
just her face that I always see, like she's always watching and she gets smarter every day, and
Mm.
her to end up proud of me. Like my father, who's gone, is loved my daughter and is proud of me every day. So I wanted the same thing for her. I wanted her to know that like even when it fucking sucked, like her mom fucking tried,
Oh,
like,
yes.
even when she
Fuck
didn't want.
yeah.
So
Absolutely.
that was, I mean, a lot of the reason. And my husband is the one who was like, I can't fucking see you like this anymore. This is awful. I don't know how to help you, but like, we have to figure it out. Like, you have to wake up. And, I did. And it took a while. It took a good 18 months of just
That's
struggle.
okay. That's what it was. That's what it was.